Hi to everybody, today is a day off. I just wanted to swim in the pool, and after I watched some video on the YouTube of one trader that's showing this strategy that I'm going to show you today with two indicators, stochastic and Bollinger Bands, telling that this is a strategy that's always profitable. And even though that today is day off, I was like, okay, I'm going to make a video about this topic and gonna try this strategy to see if it's actually working or not. I'm going to go to the pool and gonna make a video just from there. So guys, let's get started. I already found some good currency pairs. We can see before it was the upward trend, now it's reversing downwards. So we're gonna open here a sell trade for 2 minutes. But that's not it. We're also gonna turn on some indicators. We go here and we're gonna choose stochastic first. Where is it? Here. And also Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. I'm also going to draw the levels for you, and now we're going to analyze it more closely why we open here a sell trade. So here's the horizontal lines, here's the resistance, and here is the support. And I'm also going to draw the trend line right now. So here, the sell trade actually looks quite logical from the perspective of combining market structure, right, Bollinger Bands, and the stochastic indicator as well. So at first, the market was showing a strong bullish impulse, and we can clearly see a series of higher highs and higher lows as well. So price was confidently moving upward. Also, candles were large, and the Bollinger Bands started expanding, right, confirming the strength of the trend. So the first important signal was that the market stopped updating highs, right? So price made a peak followed by a sharp bearish pullback. And after that, buyers attempted to continue the upward move, but the momentum looked much weaker, right? So the bullish candles became less aggressive and the upper wick showed increasing pressure from sellers. So this was already a sign that the bulls were losing strength. Also, Bollinger Bands provided a strong confirmation signal, right? Price initially pushed toward the upper band but failed to hold above it. So after that, candles aggressively moved back inside the Bollinger channel. So when price sharply returns inside the bands after an overextended move, it often signals the beginning of movement in the opposite direction, especially when the expanded bands start turning downward. Also, about stochastic oscillator at the top of the move, the oscillator was in the overbought zone above 80, right? So then a bearish crossover occurred. The blue line crossed below the orange line. So after that, the indicator began falling confidently toward the oversold zone. So this confirmed the loss of bullish momentum, right? And the emergence of bearish momentum. So we have 1 second, we close the trade in a plus. We open here another sell trade for 2 minutes as the continuation of the downward, but I'm also thinking to check some other currency pairs so I can show you more situations definitely. Let's see, we're gonna add this to the favorites. Then your Australian dollar, your Swiss franc. Okay, let's add this one to the favorites and this one. So here's a pretty good downward trend. Here's the upward trend, obviously. Let's check it out. Yeah, it didn't achieve the previous resistance yet. So we're going to open here buy trade for 2 minutes. Let me draw also the lines for you. And now we're going to check it out this more closely in more details. Now I'm going to draw the levels, the support resistance, the trend line and everything. So, right before we opened here trade, the price had been in a confident downtrend. So the market was constantly making new lows and the candles were moving along the lower Bollinger Band. So this showed strong selling pressure and solid bearish momentum as well. But actually, I'm thinking also to open here another buy trade. Let's do it as a double up because we still have 1.5 minutes until the end of the trade, because I'm not sure that on the first currency pair, Australian dollar, Swiss franc, we're going to close the trade. So we need to have it like a catch up. So okay, it's gonna be fine because we can see that the price moving very, very strong. However, around our support level that I just draw, the situation started to change here, right? So price stopped falling aggressively, smaller candles and consolidation appeared as well. So this was the first sign that the bearish movement was slowing down. And after that, the market suddenly produced a strong bullish impulse. A series of large green candles, right, appeared with almost no pullback. So this already showed that buyers were beginning to take control, right? So a very important moment was the breakout of the local structure. So price did not simply bounce upward; it started breaking nearby resistance levels. So after the breakout, the market began forming higher lows and strong bullish impulses, right? So for traders, this is a sign that the local direction is changing from bearish to bullish. About Bollinger Bands, also at first, candle stayed near the lower band for a long time, right? But then price sharply pushed upward and started moving along the upper Bollinger band instead. So this is important because during strong impulses, price often rise one side of the band. So in this case, it showed a strengthening buyer pressure and accelerating bullish momentum as well. We have just 8 seconds here until the end of the trade. Let's see. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Obviously, we close all of the trades in the plus. Let's change to $50 though, and we're gonna open here a buy trade. So we can open on some other ones. I can show you more situation because I actually don't want to risk that much because okay, here's a good one. Let's open a sell trade for 2 minutes. I chose that before. It's euro and Hungarian forint, if I'm right, OTC. By the way, because today is the day off, there's only the OTC, so that's why we're choosing it. But as you can see, it's going really well. So let's check this out. Okay, here we have some corrective candles, so maybe we need to open here the double up as well. Let's see. I think we're gonna do that. Yeah, it's also 1.5 minutes, so we have enough time, and the price is moving very strongly. It's the same on Euro Swiss franc before, but on Euro Swiss franc we just actually opened kind of early, so we had this corrective candle. So here, the sell trade actually looks very logical because the market was already in a strong bearish impulse, and the entry was taken as a continuation after confirmation of seller strength, right? Even though many people would think that, oh, there's a downward trend going for a long time, it can reverse at any moment, like, but the stochastic, we can see that it's oversold or something, but let's check it out more in detail. So from the beginning of the chart, a confident downward movement is clearly visible. So price was constantly making new lows while every bullish attempt remained weak and was quickly rejected by sellers. So an important detail is that price was moving along the lower Bollinger Band. So in strong trend, this is not a sign of oversold condition that always going to reverse right now, but rather a sign of momentum strength. So the candles were essentially riding, right, the lower band, while the Bollinger Bands themselves were expanding downward. So this indicates increasing volatility specifically in favor of the sell direction. So we're in a plus right now. Everything is going good. I'm thinking that the next trade we're gonna open for $100 because this one is very, very confident. About the stochastic, you can see that right now it's in the oversold zone, but again, let's change it to 100. But again, that doesn't mean that the price is going to reverse right away. Yeah, on Euro Swiss franc, we didn't close a trade in the plus. It's fine. Let's open here, sell trade for 2 minutes. Perfect. So about stochastic, after dropping from the overbought zone, right, the indicator stayed near the oversold area. So many beginners incorrectly treat oversold conditions as an automatic buy signal, right? To open it as the reversal, but during strong trends, actually stochastic can remain in oversold for a pretty long time. So in this case, it was showing sustained bearish momentum in the absence of buyer strength. So that's why we're opening in the direction of the trend. We're not opening in the opposite direction without any signs because here's no signs of the reversal yet. We can still see that the red candles is very strong, it's very impulsed, it's continue moving downward. Also before the entry, by the way, there was a small consolidation, as you can see, and weak attempts from buyers to stop the decline, right? But however, every upward correction was short-lived. As you can see, there are small-bodied candles, the green ones, with some shadows on it and everything. And price could not hold above the middle Bollinger line, right? So this showed that buyers lacked enough strength for a real reversal. So then the bearish movement just continued. So it's a series of strong red candles appeared with a small lower wicks. So candles like these show that sellers were closing price near the lows, meaning bearish pressure remained strong until the candle closed. So that's why it's very important. By the way, you know, every day, guys, in my Telegram, by the way, the link is going to be in the description of this video, I do this kind of the formats where I analyze a different currency pairs. I compare them to each other, like, oh, and what kind of the currency pair you will open a trade, buy or sell, for what kind of the time of the expiration. And after I do a big podcast for 4, 5, or 6 minutes where I analyze this trade so you can learn in real time, absolutely for free. So guys, you can just check this out. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and we're closing this trade perfectly in the plus. And actually, this is not the end. Now we also gonna do the withdrawal. So here is the withdrawal page. I'm gonna change payment method to Thirsty20. After I paste my address of the wallet and amount, let's do 500. Why not? It's a little bit more than we made, but still. I click on the continue. and that's it. We're gonna wait. So we'll see how long it will take, because today is a day off and sometimes it's taking a little bit longer. So you will see a screenshot somewhere here if I get the money or not. And by the way, if you were already withdrawing from the pocket, please let me know in the comments how long did it take and everything, what kind of the payment method you were choosing, because usually with the banks it's taking a little bit longer, like with just the cards, than with the crypto wallet. So let me know about that, and I hope you like this video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because here I make so much videos about trading absolutely for free. It's not that often to see, to be honest, and I'm always trying to make a very cool and interesting, useful content for you in the very short period of time, right? That will not take 1 hour for you to watch. So yeah, I hope you like that, guys, and we're gonna see each other very, very soon. Bye bye.